Okay, we're going to do 10-3 work together. And for this one, we are now going to be working with a cash receipts journal. The cash receipts journal is going to be, of course, the exact opposite of a cash payments journal. Instead of recording all the payments that we make in cash, we're going to be recording all the receipts that we make in cash, which are going to be based on our sales, because that's how we receive money in a business. So we have to be careful. There's a lot of different possibilities for where these amounts can go. Just like in the cash payments journal, it could just be a general debit or credit. It could be an accounts receivable credit or a sales credit, depending on whether you made the sale on account or if you made it in cash. You always have to account for the sales tax credit. And if you give that person, that business, a discount, that has to be recorded. So it's a lot to think about. So let's just start out with some of these transactions here. All right, so we start out receiving cash on account from Lenny Stanford. So of course what we're going to type in here is Lenny Stanford, because he's going to owe us some money, so we have to know which ledger to put it in later. And we have two types of source documents for the cash receipts journal. Either we're going to have a receipt or a terminal summary, and these two things are talked about down here in the directions. So this is a receipt. 264 is our document number. All right, so we're receiving cash $2189.36, so that's going to be the amount that they owed us, $2,189.36. But it says they took a 2% discount. So we don't have to worry right now about sales tax, because that was already incorporated into that accounts receivable when they got the merchandise from us. So all we have to do is figure out $2189.36, what 2% of it is, because that's the discount. And be careful when you're doing this, because we're talking about money. So money can't have 3 decimal points, okay? Because we don't have anything smaller than a penny in U.S. currency. So when I did the math, I came up with 43.7872, okay? So to round it to the nearest penny, we would say 43.79. So this is where I probably have the most problems and the most things that are wrong in people rounding things and not understanding money. Okay. All right. So if the invoice was $2189.36 and they got a discount minus $43.79, the amount of cash that you'll be receiving is $2,145.57, because you have to subtract the discount from that accounts receivable. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, we'll move on to the next one. On the next one, on the 6th, we're receiving cash and credit card sales. So we don't really have an account title for that, so we're just going to put a check mark, because we just pulled that out of that's just your sales for the day. Okay. And that's a terminal summary tape number 38. Okay, and it's going to be sales of $5,326.30 plus sales tax. So that's going to go in here, $298.15. And it's nice because it did all the math for us. So the total cash that we took in that day was $5,624.45. So we didn't have to do any math on that one. Okay, we just have the sales tax payable, and the cash. Okay. Now, if they didn't give us the cash amount, then we would know that we would have to have added these two together, the sales and the sales tax. All right, on the 8th, we received cash on account from Venice Cafe, and that is going to be receipt 265, and that's going under accounts receivable, $390.34. They're taking a discount of 2%, so let's figure out what that is. 390.34 times 0.02. And again, I get something with like 4 digits after the decimal, 7.8068. Okay, so to round it to the nearest penny, that would be $7.81. Okay, so we've got $390.34. We subtract the discount of $7.81. And so the cash we collected was $382.53. Okay. On the 20th, we received cash and credit card sales, so that's just going to be a check mark. And that's going to be terminal summary 39. You see it right there. In case you're wondering where I'm getting that from, that's where it is right there. All right, and these are sales of $5,624.45. It tells us the sales tax. Why am I not typing into there? I don't know. Let's try it again. 5,624.45. Okay, our sales tax payable, it tells us right here, is $320.59. Okay, and our total amount deposited, which will be the total of our sales and our sales tax, it already did the math for us. It tells us it's $59.45 right there. Okay, and one last transaction on the 28th. Not too far down. Washington City Schools. And that's receipt 266, accounts receivable 1509. They didn't get any kind of discount, so, and trust me, what I know about 1509, I forgot the 45 cents. What I know about schools, public schools, is they could not pay something in 10 days to save their life. So just a little fun fact. All right, so that's posting all the entries that we have here. All right, we're going to save it. Check our answers. Oh, we're going to went past of it. And we see everything is okay. So now you're going to continue in 10-3 on your own.